Greetings, everybody. It is nearly 6 p.m. We are in. I'll give it until exactly 6 in case there are more joining us. But I'm recording anyway, so apologies for the side or the back of my head or whatever it is you can see there. Welcome, welcome. Chat open. Hopefully the sound is good. Hopefully you can see the screen. Hi, Sakti. All good, mate. Thank you. Thanks for that. Nice one. I'm here. I have some notes. I can see a chat popping up on there. And is it 6? It is 6. We can dive right in. I am recording, hopefully, this week. Well, I've double checked it, so we should be good. Obviously, this is the next in the series of how videos, obviously based on a childhood thing I watched, how, and they talk about how we do something. So I've got a good how for you all this evening. How do we make versatile independent traders? Well, as you can see on this one here, our strategies they're versatile enough, as you can see here, and they're freely available to members, and some are available on websites if you search a bit. Now, I'm going to demonstrate the versatility here. Hi, Julian. Nice to see you on. Here's it. We're looking at Tesla on an 8-hour chart. We've already looked at this strategy. It's red light, green light, and you can see closed bar, long, green above, 21 above red, long, 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 long out. And it's the same, closed bar, red below, red above, and sell, 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 sell out. That's, what is it? It's Tesla, Nvidia, still an 8-hour chart. You can see there are profits on there. Gaps excluded, of course. Apple, yeah, profits available on an 8-hour chart. Gold. There you go. There would be a long here, green above red. We're above 21. Price closes above the green section, and it's long, long, long all the way from, I don't know what that level that is. But gold, there you go. What we'd be looking at, 1832. Pip count at the minute, 1,414 to and as at now basis 1,421, something like that. We're there anyway. Gold Brent, as you can see, some longs, shorts, some snot in there, but it is what it is. There's no such thing as a 100% winning strategy, and if anyone ever tries to sell you one, punch him in the face, won't you? Losses are inevitable, but as you can see, this is an 8-hour chart and it's delivering the goods. There's Bitcoin. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Oh, look, an 8-hour signal, buy signal here and here. Double cross, really. It's based on the old double cross for those of you who remember it, and off it goes. Tally ho. What kind of pip count would you be looking at that? There you go. You'll be looking at 3,963 pips. That's it on an 8-hour. Let's drill it down a bit and go 1 minute. And there you go. There's an entry there. Again, still Bitcoin in, no close below. So in, and I don't know what the level is, 200 pips or so there. If we look at a couple of indices with it, there's a NAS. What's it doing? Yeah, well, it's been trickling up. You should always factor in the trend, and we are going to look at that trend in a session later. Perhaps next week we'll see. Actually, perhaps not next week, because I'm away next week. We might not have a Monday evening next week, but in a session to come I am going to be talking about trend. So there you go, versatile independent traders with a versatile independent strategy that is right there for all to see. You still, as a prospective trader, need to bring discipline to the table. You haven't got it, this is just not going to work for you. You need discipline. You must be disciplined. If you haven't got some, get some. That's it. It's gettable, it's learnable. You need to bring discipline to the table, and that seems to be the biggest of battles for most. I generally use a trader's bank balance, their results, or their wishes, their dreams, as a kind of a carrot in the hope discipline will emerge or grow, hopefully. If you haven't got it already, you need to grow it. It can grow. Everybody learns discipline throughout their lives. You think, oh, I can't learn discipline. But you were taught it in school. You were taught it by your parents. Hopefully it was instilled in you enough that discipline is a good thing. I was sent a funny thing Harvey sent me. Hi Harvey, no worries, all is good. And it was all about a bullet with your name on it, and there were lots of as you can see, this is very, what's the word, ad lib. It was all about these interesting sort of Darwin Awards quotes, really, with people who'd done stuff. There was a really funny one. A farmer's cat had crapped on his floor, and he had a shotgun in his hand, so he went to hit it with the butt of the shotgun, and it blew his head off or something. He got dead anyway. That's a Darwin Award, absolute Darwin Award. But discipline. Don't clean a loaded firearm. Don't have a loaded firearm in your possession at all in your house. Why would you do that? I'm a firearm enthusiast. Absolutely every single one of my firearms is cleared, checked. The magazines are stored away from the firearms, which is stored away from the bullets, and you'd have to go to 3 different locations to obtain all 3 parts in order to fire a gun. The cleaning kit isn't even with any of those things. That's in a separate place, so that I know when I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it in a disciplined way. Discipline is a learned thing. You can learn it, or you could be the idiot that tries to shoot the cat or butt the cat, and yeah, it happens, you know. So yeah, I use things as carrots in the hope that discipline will emerge or grow. It is indeed a must have, an absolute must have if you're going to be a trader. Discipline, the absolute biggest thing you need. Mindset, yeah, you need it. A strategy, yeah, you need it. Discipline, that's what you really need more than anything, because discipline is where people fall down. Every time you give me feedback, it's discipline where you fell down. It looked like it was gonna. I came out because I thought. You didn't think. You didn't employ discipline. That's what you didn't do. That's the way it is. Now, I didn't really prepare too much otherwise for today, so if you have any questions, that will be great, especially since ideally that is what the clinic is for. I do, however, have a question for you lot, and it's an idea of my own that I'm floating about with at the moment. I'll be watching the chat for questions, but I've got this idea on how can we improve upon what we have. Now, I think we have a lot. We have 8 live sessions a week. This is live. It's a clinic, yeah, you can ask questions, we can discuss charts, we can discuss what you like. If it's one of our major strategies, the recording ends. So maybe keep it till the end if it's about one of our major strategies. Or ask me in your one-to-one. We have 7 live trading sessions in the week together, don't we, where I guide and show you. And I don't believe, what are we, we're 29 people online, don't believe I've ever had me butt handed to me on a silver plate in any of those live trading sessions. Usually we win, or we don't lose. We take nothing because I didn't like the look of that and I'm not having it. But otherwise we win, we bank pips, and that matters a lot. So how can we improve upon what we have? One idea I had is about the format and the timing of our sessions. I'm still checking the chat. There's no change to the start times and or the length, but an idea for a tweak that might be useful to some. For a very long time now, I've preached that we are, once we're in this group, a group of traders helping traders. Some in the group are indeed guilty of half-arsing it, and I'm not saying that to pick on you or anything. I'm saying it because it's the truth. You know, some people, they dabble, they give it a go. They wanted a salary, not a career. They didn't think they'd have to think. They didn't think they'd have to learn. They didn't think they'd have to put effort. I don't know. There's lots of other distractions. You know, suddenly their health took a turn. Suddenly they had a baby that they didn't know they were going to have. Or, you know, things can happen. That's the reality. Things can happen and things can get in the way. Okay. For one reason or another, I'm still going to use the term half-arsing it, or if you prefer, limiting their efforts. The best thing you can do to improve your trading is to analyze yourself. Knowing yourself and how you think gives you an edge that others out there don't have. Lost time is never again found. That's the truth of it. It's lost forever. If you waste your time, it's gone. That's it. Time, there's one thing you can't get back. Oh, I burned €20. I burned £50. You can get that back. but you cannot get back wasted or lost time. It's gone. Think on that. It's important. Anyway, the idea. How does this sound? Bob says, how do I stay in a trade longer? Fear of loss. Do the closed bar to closed bar exercise that I've been preaching about for a while. Do it. Do it. Demo for a week. That's discipline. That will force discipline on you. Look at your results. Physically analyze your trading journal and see the results. And then tell me you're going to come out early, or are you going to wait for the closed bar? Go live after that 1 week, or do it for 2 weeks or a month, and then consider the different weeks in the month and the different months in the year, how the summer months are quiet, and how August, the last week in August, well, there's no question, is there? We all know about the last week in August. We do in this group anyway, because I told you, and I wasn't wrong. So think about those things and think about the closed bar to closed bar exercise. We used this strategy for that one as a very simple one. Consider it. Bob, you got the settings, you got the details, you know the rules, closed bar, but consider trend as well. And consider the speed bumps at the open and at news, and maybe factor in the half hour either side of that. You're not going to look at it, but there are plenty of times in the day. There you go. There's feedback from Nadie, who says that really helped me waiting for closed bar not to get out too early. There you go, Bob. Feedback from a co-member of the group. Now, here it is. Here's the thing. What was I looking at? Yes, the idea anyway. How does this sound? Our morning sessions start at 9 a.m. GMT, my 9 a.m. London, Dublin, 9 a.m. And you know where you are that you can convert that time. We'll have a look at that one in a minute, Sakti, okay? More about consolidation trading. I more often have problem with range, okay? Well, and it's very easy to spot that. You know that we've got an indicator. We usually use the Donchian channels, and that gives you a top of the range and a bottom of the range, and they're either together at the top and the bottom or they're not. So if they're together at the top of the bottom, you now know the top, you now know the bottom. Buy the tops, buy the dips, sell the peaks, and that's it. And then you're trading range. It ain't a great idea. I would normally walk away, but you know how we do that. We've also got several range finder indicators to choose from. Pick your favorite, slap it on the chart, and avoid the range. Now, here he goes. Our morning sessions start at 9 and they usually last an hour. Listen to this. This is important. What if I leave the session open? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are our live sessions, 3 days a week. If I open the session at 9, at 10 a.m., I stop share, I'm going. I'll leave it. But between 10 and on Tuesday, it'll be till 3 p.m. 10 till 3 p.m., that's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 5 hours. 5 hours. You, as a group, if you wish to stay on and trade, will be a group of traders helping each other. You can unmute, you can speak, you can chat. The chat function will be there. The volume function will be there. You'll have to police it yourselves because I won't be there. So if someone's on the phone chatting to his doctor about his piles medicine or medication, that's on him. If somebody's on video naked, that's on him. It's not allowed, it's not recommended, it's ideally against common sense and all that, but hey, go figure. Common sense, so rare a commodity these days, it should be classed as a bloody superpower, shouldn't it? But there you go. Thomas likes the idea. Yes, well, here's the thing. No, I'm getting there, Thomas. You're a little bit ahead of me, but that's good. I like it. So the session won't necessarily stop. I won't be there, but I'll leave it on. I'll stop my screen share. That means if you wish to trade together as a group, the chat option is open. You can type, you can speak, you can mute. If you find the speaking is distracting, mute it. You've got a mute button. You can switch off your speakers. You can take off your headset. You can do what you like with that. Individual choice as always. But you can join in. You can drop out as you please all day. All day. You all know the schedule, so you know when I'll be logging back in and taking over control again. So you'll have 10 when we finish till 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. Leave it go till 4, and then that's where we end usually. I could probably leave it on until, like, I'm going to switch off at some stage because I'll need to switch off, but I could leave it run till 6 p.m., couldn't I? Then, or 5:30, say. That's a sensible amount of time. That will get you through the New York Open, Thomas. Then Wednesday, it's 9. I'll leave it run. Leave it run. We're back on at 6 till 7. I'll leave it run all day Wednesdays. Thursday, we got 9 till 10, and then we're back on at 1:15, aren't we? So now I'll leave it run till the 1:15. Then I jump in at 3 p.m. I'll leave it run until the 9 o'clock session or something like that. I might need to use it in between for some one-to-ones and stuff like that. But I could leave it open for you to trade together as a group. You all know the schedule. You all know what the details are of those. And yeah, I'll be looking to log back in for the Tods and stuff like that. Whenever we're scheduled to do the things that we do. Your thoughts then? Pretty please. What have we got? We've got, I think if you just send one out for the week from 9 a.m. Monday through New York close on Friday. Well, what on the days when I'm not here? I can't leave the machine up and running. Well, I can, but me being a very paranoid kind of person about my kit, I'm very careful with my kit here. I can leave it open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Mondays and Fridays, I book flights and stuff like that on there, and I won't want to be getting in the way. But I'm getting that'd be great. I like the idea. It sounds great. Log into your Zoom without anyone on it, so I don't think your PC needs to be on. But for the meeting to be active, Thomas, I tell you what, you do. You do me a favor, Thomas. After we end this session, I'll be logging out. You try and log in, and can anyone else try and log in with, or if I say end session and you stay on, or log back in, can you guys still talk with me out? You know what I mean? So a couple of you try it. You'll know who you are. There you go. You guys can try that. But I think it'll need to be on, and I'm not against leaving it on and open for you. I think it'll be a good thing. Um, it's traders helping traders, and someone might be thinking about making a daft move. I'm going to sell something that's rising, rising, rising. We've had it in the past. There's people who've said, "Oh, it's consolidating. I'm going to sell it now," and then it's gone up again, and it consolidates. I'm going to sell it now, then, and it's gone up again and again, and so on. And people keep selling where it's just consolidating. You know what I mean? Maybe 5 minutes post closing it down, we'll try again. Something like that. Yeah, we can figure it out. We'll come up with a sensible solution anyway, that's for sure. Um, and yeah, very doable. But
Yeah.
again, you guys will have to police it for yourselves, as in if someone's talking to his doctor, if someone's on there with his shirt off and things like that. It's happened. We've had at least one topless man on there, and yet it might be warm where he is, but we shouldn't really be distracted by things like that. Were you going to?
I've changed to get distracted by topless man.
Yeah, it's a you got to remember we've got ladies in the group as the sort of host for the group. If there's somebody on doing something that's untoward or unbecoming of trading, then it's on me to say, what are you doing? We can see you. And that's distracting. That's what I mean. I'm hardly attracted, let's say. But yeah, it's distracting. I have to know that we need people focused. So yeah, that's the way it is. You get it anyway. I'm sure you do. Questions then, go on. We are not quite 20 minutes in yet. I covered the versatile independent stuff. I covered the versatile strategies. There's DAX still below me 15. But again, this is a closed bar to closed bar, wreaking havoc upon markets. So there you go. Damon's just had 30 pips off that NAS. Nice one. There's the Dow delivering a closed bar to closed bar. As at now, still going. It has all the usual. Oh, there was something I wanted to show you. One day last week, we were talking about there being an absence of divergence with this red light, green light, and I said I could show you it, but it might be overcomplicated for some. And then I noticed it there this morning, and I thought, well, not this morning, earlier when I logged on here, and I thought it might be worth showing you the higher highs over the lower highs. Still a thing. That's it. The only thing to note is that lows are upside down. So lower lows over higher lows. The lows are upside down, if you know what I mean. And they're upside down because it's the red line you're looking at. I don't know if that makes sense to you all, but that's how I would interpret divergence on a DMI. So you got some higher highs, you've got slightly lower highs there, and you can still look at these little peaks you see there. You can still look at these individual bits, but always I use the above the line part, above this 21 basically. Now again, you can give me some feedback if you think that's helpful or not, but since we did say we're taking divergence out of it here, let's look at a 1 minute index to see if it's still as visible for you. And again, remember, it's still above the line, and there it is. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll draw it on here. Lower lows, higher lows. I don't think there's any disagreement in that, is there? Those lows are higher than them lows, and yeah, it's a red line above, so they are lows. That's just how it looks. And we can, of course, still check for the greens on there. Look, higher highs, lower highs. Does that make sense to you guys, though? Or would that be schleppy and complex and difficult for you? Or not, or what? Anyone want to venture something for me? I like the MACD. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. I like the MACD. I prefer the MACD. But remember, what we're trying to do here is show you guys that this is this one stupidly simple red light, green light, close bar to close bar strategy. And we were saying, okay, but you're not going to get the best of divergence from it. And you're not going to get the best of divergence, but you are still going to get divergence. So if you like the early warning of divergence, well, there it is right there. Understood? Happy days? There you go. It's helpful, says Saki. That'll do for me. Cool. And yeah, I much prefer the MACD as well, Thomas. Absolutely. But it would be a miss of me to not show you anything and everything. If there's something in there that is doable and showable, then I should show you it. And we could zoom out and find more. We could zoom and, you know what I mean. You can always back test it. You can always scroll back and run the process for yourself to come up with the right numbers. So since it's the clinic, does anyone have any other questions? What have we got? We've got 23, 25 minutes on the recording.
James, do we have all dayer this Wednesday?
Well, actually, I was thinking of doing the first all dayer like tomorrow, yeah. In that format, like we'll do the 9 till 10 and I'll leave it open, and then I'll come back in and out and in and out, but leave it open. You know what I mean?
So what time it starts?
9.
Alrighty.
9, and I'll leave it open all day till we do a 6 till 7 on a Wednesday, so it'll be open from 9 till 7. But I won't be there all day. You all know I've got some stuff on here that I need deal with. I won't say it on the recording because it's going out public, but I'll be here. I'll be in and out, that's for sure. That's right, Thomas. Usual times, but the Zoom open all day, all day, all day. Close bar to close bar, 1 minute chart, or what chart? Oh yeah, on the 1 minute chart, Bob. Ideally, but that was the exercise. Close bar to close bar on the. Well, remember, if you're going to be a euro dollar trader, a currency trader, you don't need to do that on a 1 minute. You could go close bar to close bar on a 2 minute there, and if we have a look, there you go, win. There's no sell there, so you've got to exit the buy, then another win, out, still no sell. There's a sell that's a loss. That one there is a loss, but there's a win. So if you're going to use an FX pair, I'd suggest you could go with a 2 minute. Otherwise, if you're going to use an index, there's FTSE, for instance, I would absolutely applaud going with a 1 minute. Now, it's late in the day for FTSE, but if we go back to earlier in the day, there you go. There's 10 a.m. There's 8 a.m. London is open, and sell, 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 sell. There's no buy signals, so you cannot buy that. But there are sells sells, there is profit, close bar to close bar. Then there are buys that are close bar to close bar wins. There is one loss here. I think that's a loss, and then a win, and a loss, and a win. And as you can see, Bob, the wins are outranking the losses on there. Now, this is only the FTSE. If we just analyse one win and one loss, we've got a sell that's valid from, it's him, he's the close bar. That's the valid. And then to the close bar, you're up 22 pips from that one. Bob, close bar to close bar, 22 pips. If we go with this long that's a loser, it is absolutely a loser. We can go from, well, that's about the worst case scenario. There's where you're entering, there's where you're exiting, 5 pips. 22 minus 5, you're still up 17 pips. And if we take it, well, I wasn't going to do much on it, but there's another one. That's not it. There you go. Yeah, I'd give you him or him. It's the same bloody place. Close bar to close bar. 12 pips, maybe 10. It's a win. That's it. That's a 1 minute index or 2 minutes on a currency, and you should be laughing your socks off all the way. But remember, this isn't an exercise, because someone showed me the results for an hour. An hour. Like, you know what I said about some people are guilty of half-arsing it. If you give me a results from 1 hour, I did this for a whole hour between 6 and 7 a.m., 7 and 8 a.m., 8 and... I don't care which hour. If you give me the results for 1 hour, you've half-arsed it and it serves you right. That's all. It's your loss then. You really, this is the kind of thing, you know, we call this the sort of job killer test advantage. If you can do people work for 8 hours a day, then they have an hour for lunch and it takes them half an hour to get there and half an hour to get back. That's 10 hours out of your day, isn't it? 9 till 5 or whatever, 9 till 6 because you got an hour for lunch. Those people who say they work 9 till 5 and you get a lunch hour with that. No, you sit there all day. I don't know where they think they work at 9 till 5. Most places here in Ireland, it's like 8:30 till 5:30, and then you get an hour for lunch and one 15-minute break. So there's 8 hours of work in there. Now, if you give me 6 hours of closed bar to closed bar journal, unless it's like 9 p.m. onwards, then 9, 10, 11, 12. There's no markets open. What are you doing? You've got to give it to me in a time of day when the market is open and running. So 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Brilliant. And take an hour out for lunch then. Absolutely. Work away, no problem. That's effort, and I'll believe you've done it then. And what is that? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7 hours. Take an hour out for lunch. It's 6 hours. That's a fair effort and a fair spin of the wheel for sure. Damon says I spent 6 hours back testing Saturday and Sunday. That's after a 14-hour shift. Well, there you go. Okay. So, well done to you for that. And what were the results, if I may ask, of your back testing there? How did you do on that? Was good, bad, indifferent? What did we get? What kind of pip count we looking at? Oh, and what was the data period? Because that's what we are at the end of the day, lads, whether you like it or not. We are data analysts. That's what we do. Risk managers, data analysts, all of that kind of sort of big knob kind of job. People say, oh yes, I'm a data analyst. Yeah, that's what you are. I'm a risk manager. Yeah, that's what you are. That's what we are as a trader. We're analysing data and we're managing risk. And we can dress it up however else we want, but that's it. That's what we are. It must take into account proper entry to maximum wins. I sometimes guilty of leaky. Yes, leaky for the recording stands for late entries are killing you due to FOMO, fear of missing out. Yeah, again, when you run that exercise of closed bar to closed bar, it's unlikely you're going to be disappointed with the results. Not if you do it over an acceptable data period. There you go. Very good. Close bar to close bar using the road. Okay. 2 years' wages, to a year's wages in 3 months. 2 years' wages. It is 2 years' wages. 2 years' wages in 3 months. There you go, my lovely ladies and gentlemen. But it took discipline, didn't it? I'm adding that bit in, but I'm betting you're going to agree with me. It took discipline. It will take discipline. That's it. It takes discipline. If you got a dog and it shits on your carpet, are you keeping it? Well, there's probably dog lovers out there. Of course, yes, I'm keeping my dog and he can sleep on my bed and crap on it too. If I have a dog that sleeps on the carpet, I love me dog, but I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping it. That's it. End of story. It needs to behave itself. There's a partnership. Discipline. You cry, I let you out. That's the deal. You crap on the carpet, I'll let you out, but you're staying out. And we're done. And all. That's discipline. You've taught the dog discipline. That's what we need to do. If you said to your wife, "Where's my tea?" Are you going to get any? Probably not. No. She's taught you discipline. There you go. I need to be more disciplined. What instrument was it on demo? I think that is. You mix me up saying what instrument. Yeah, I've got you. I know what you mean. He knows what you mean. Sorry. Excuse my inability to read that. What instrument was that on, Damon? Thanks for that, Dan. And there you go. Now we're a group of traders helping traders. And tomorrow will be the first day we open it and leave it open. Now, next week might be a problem. I'm not here. I can't leave that machine on because I'm not here. And I'm traveling with a machine that I'll be using. So it won't happen next week. But every other week thereafter going forward that I'm home, yeah, I'll leave it on. Nice one. There you go, Thomas. You can test it after this session. Brilliant. Absolutely. Remember, there's probably other people with Zoom, and you can use one of those and have. There's only 30 people. I think you can. I've got an unlimited because I've got the full deal with Zoom. But I think you can have 100 people in when it's not yours, and you can have an hour or something. I mean, if you wanted to do your own as well. Only looking at the DAX. There you go, Dan. DAX only. Teams that I could release. Okay, yeah. So there are lots of options, but certainly while I'm here in a home base with a home computer, I leave it open going forward. There you go, starting with tomorrow. How's that for all day sessions every day that we have a session? I would say that's an improvement. Would you? Do I get a thumbs up from everyone that we've just improved things? I did ask how could we improve. Sounds boss, that would be great. There you go, that'll do. Thank you very much. Okay, the recording is 32 minutes. If there's no more questions, I'll end the recording right there to keep it short for YouTube and upload it and stuff. Thanks, Harvey. Outstanding, he says. Thanks, everybody. I'll stop the recording there then, but doesn't mean the session's over, but we'll probably end shortly. Thank you, everybody, and trade safe if you're watching the recording, and I'll see you on the next live session. Good night.